So this is the Tolworth Beacon. I wrote this in February 2020. I wrote it in 1 month. It was a challenge that I set myself to see if I could write a novel in a month. And for some reason I chose the shortest month of the year. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, that's how it went down. In that month I managed to write 39,000 words, which is pretty much how it ended up being in the end. I'd been planning the story for a couple of years prior to that. I'd had an interest in number stations. I'd listened to a lot of them on the internet. Didn't have a shortwave radio, but on the internet you can hear this stuff. And there was something really creepy about staying up late at night in the dark, listening to these ethereal radio broadcasts that were going out over the airwaves, or in this case, being translated via the internet. Absolutely fascinating to listen to, very creepy, and I know that view is shared amongst many. And I looked around to see if I could find a novel about a fictional number station. Surely somebody's done this. And I had a look around and I couldn't find anything that was exclusively a novel about number stations or a particular number station. Maybe there's one out there, but I haven't managed to find it. I know they pop up in movies and computer games every now and again, and fictional ones and real ones, but not, a novel that I could find. So I thought, well, I want to write that novel. And I had a few very clear ideas around certain set pieces and things that I wanted to happen in the story. So I, worked to build that in as I was doing the planning. And then come February the 1st, I hit it hard, wrote several thousand words a day, managed to get it to that 39,000 word count that I got it to. The story takes place throughout the course of 1 week, and it centres around a guy called Chris. He's just an ordinary bloke. He works in a supermarket. He's the supermarket manager, but it's quite a big supermarket, and it's like a flagship store. And on the Saturday of the week, he is going to be orchestrating a big ceremony for the anniversary of the supermarket. It's like the 200-year anniversary of it being around. And the Duchess is coming, and there's going to be lots of ceremony and press and all of that sort of thing. So he's involved in the planning of that. And that's taking up quite a lot of his time. At the same time, he's going through a trial separation with his wife due to an event that happened a few months prior to this week. And he's trying to deal with some of that in the background. And so he's quite a busy guy on this week. And he comes to learn about a number station through a rather strange means. And he begins to think that it might have something to do with him. And the story is about the investigation. So not only with the trial separation, the work that he's doing to get this ceremony organised and all the dealings that he has to have with the royalty protection and things like that, but he's also starting to think that there's a number station element here. So busy guy. The intrigue builds, and it's a bit of a mystery that builds to a bit of a crescendo. But I'm immensely pleased with this story. I frequently go back and look at sections of it, bits that I really, really like. One section of this story, about 2/3 of the way through, probably the best thing I've written, to be honest, and I do revisit it a few times. So I don't think I'll say any more about it, because it's something that you need to discover. It's not a very long novel, it's only 130 or so pages. I kind of wanted to go for that John Wyndham feel. You've got suburbia, you've got ordinary people doing ordinary things, but then you have something extremely bizarre going on in the background, and the way that influences his life and starts to just weave into the things that he's doing, and also how it impacts him. So like I said, John Wyndham was in the back of my mind as I was writing this, and while it would never hold a candle to his work, I do feel like it distills a little bit of the essence of the kind of thing that he used to write. So that's the Tolworth Beacon.